right, so we're back continuing our adventure. Last time we met, at the beginning of the session, the team was debriefed from the ISB. They were told what the ISB found from their investigation, that the Empire was, in fact, producing and distributing drugs. They said that it was done without permission, which was their big concern. They decided that this would be tested to see how feasible it is to continue to do to help finance the war machine. They offered the position to the group. Elson had some concern over it, but everybody else was on board. After that, they were given a mission to find a missing shipment of the drugs that disappeared. The team was informed that the drugs, the estimate has about a 5% fatality rate for non-humans. So there was some concern to find it to save people. And after checking with some of their old spots, they got information that they found it to be on, I believe it was stolen and taken up to the 100th floor, where they went looking for the supply. And we ended with them going into a bar named the Sweet Guthrie, which is a Bothan bar. As they went in there, they met. They were talking to the madam of the place, and the conversation did not go as well because somebody rolled a despair near the end, and they saw people, patrons near the back of the bar standing up. So, any questions for where we left off? Or
so, did we get any information out of them on where their suppliers are from? I forgot.
No, they're completely denying that they have anything to do with drugs.
Yeah, but we know they have them because it fell out of someone roared at Triumph and it fell out.
Right.
Or
yep. Yeah. So they were they weren't telling you what they had. They were basically trying to offer you the other services that they had. And then when talking to the madam, the drug fell out.
Yeah.
And also on that roll is when the other people who were watching noticed the kerfuffle and started to stand up.
Okay, and are we in street clothes? I assume we're in street clothes, but I don't remember.
Pretty sure you were.
I never wear my uniform.
Yeah, pretty sure you guys said you were in street clothes.
Okay, all right. So they don't know who we are, or did we tell them?
I do not remember. I didn't finish watching it. I don't believe you told them, but we will say you didn't. Okay. Because I'm not positive. So.
Okay.
All right. So you have the madam in front of you. Over to your side is the server who brought you over towards the lady. You have a bar with a bartender over to the left of you. And then behind you, there's regular movable tables, and then the booth still on the wall. You see behind you two groups of people from two separate booths stand up and kind of start watching much more intently to what's going on. The madam reaches. She. Oh, oops, let me grab the ice. My help. I don't remember if she saw what she dropped. Well, I remember basically starting combat, but
yeah, it sounded like we were about to combat. Yeah.
And that's what I thought. It seemed like it was distinctively oh crap.
Yeah.
So when the drugs fell out, what kind of pouch or what kind of container are they in?
They are in a loose fabric pouch that she was holding. It fell out.
Does it look like one dose or a lot of doses?
In her pouch, it looks like there's a lot of doses. And for the Destiny Pool sensors, I'll say it was just
One light.
One dose.
Let's do two. Looking at her pouch, it looks like that's where she carries her drugs. which is more than just the one that fell out. So we'll do the roll initiative, but not necessarily go to combat, but just to set where people's turns are. So go ahead and roll vigilance for your initiative.
2.
So 1 and 1. Yeah, you add up the advantages and then add up the six.
I have one success and one advantage.
Yep. And I don't know. I think it's Daniel's character that has stuff that make him go faster. So
Yes, he does.
Are you playing Daniel's character or are you playing?
it's in a box somewhere, but I was gonna run it.
Okay.
Okay.
He's definitely going first.
Oh, well, this was since I didn't know what his actual stat is, this is the bad guy.
Oh,
Was the madam, but
is she a badass in combat? Guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah, it's like Daniel's normally the punching bag, right? So
sign on the notebook says Daniel. Vigilance. Go ahead. He has 3 ranks of vigilance. Only 2 willpower. But he rolled shit. So. Okay. Clear. Okay. So the madam goes first. She got a triumph on her roll.
okay.
So she, seeing that her pouch dropped, she's able to scoop up the contents. So you guys see what it was, but she's able to scoop them back up into her pouch. And she says, "You've overstayed your welcome here. I think it's time for you boys to leave." And as she does that, she looks over. You see her look towards the back wall. And then you see the 2 groups of they're different races that were at the table, but you see two groups from 2 different tables stand up, and they start to draw small arms and kind of walk toward you. So the one of you guys' turn since Daniel was last.
The fact that she went first and was able to pick up her drugs totally ruined what I wanted to do.
Yeah. I was trying to watch the video to remember where exactly it ended, but I forgot where.
I totally wanted to do a coordination check, but use my cunning to like kick the drugs right into the faces of one of the groups. 5% chance you die. 5% chance you die. 5% chance you die. As opposed to 100% chance you die if you fight me.
Yep.
So
Well, I was gonna try to charm her with it. I went first, but now it seems like that's kind of fast.
I mean, you still can. Nothing's stopping
You
you.
can still try.
It's gonna be hard.
Yep.
But
And
you
that's
can
what I mean. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of too hard now. You know, she's got the goons involved.
So up 1 you 2.
Just want to shoot your way out. I mean, I
Shoot,
kind of.
what's that? No way, I'm gonna cut some bitches. I mean, I suppose I could use my maul. Smash
No, I mean, I want it
bitches.
because I
In
want to
real
get.
life, that's the way I'd be doing it. I'd be hitting some people with some blood objects, but let's face it, those aren't as good, right?
Do you want to focus on her and I'll try to get the other guys?
I mean, she's fast, but is she otherwise a badass? I don't know.
Don't know.
She's wearing like slut clothes, right? So
Yeah.
it's like those can't be
They
very
want her
good for
alive
fighting
though, so we
in.
can get the information out
Yep.
of her.
She's wearing like harlot clothes. It's fine. She's probably got like a restrictive like bustier on and stuff, and it's fine. She didn't really blacks on her initiative check though.
You don't use your stuff. Come on. So whoever wants to go first.
I will go ahead and shoot one of the groups.
Okay.
He's gonna pull his gun and shoot. Okay.
Cool. So you're do you have a quick draw? Yeah, I need a quick draw. So you still have your
Yeah, quick
it's
draw.
free to draw.
Yeah.
They're at short range.
Okay.
So it'll be 1 purple against your range light.
Okay. And then 1 purple. And it says I get remove 1 setback dice, black die, and add 1 boost dice for the grip. And the laser sight. 2 triumphs.
So it looks like 3 successes. Oh wait, is this one too? Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah.
3 successes, 2 of which are triumphs, and yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. I
So
heard that.
weapon
And
damage
one's-
plus 3.
This is a
and-
setback, right?
Yeah, but this is so it counts.
It's that. So I have two triumphs, 2 successes, and an advantage.
3
So-
total
Oh,
successes.
Yeah, because these are 1 success as well as a triumph.
Uh-huh.
So 1, 2, 3 successes.
Well, this cancel out that success.
No, it cancels out the
It
little
cancels
face
out
thing.
it cancels out the advantage.
Oh, because that's a disadvantage.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
this
that's
would cancel out a success.
okay. Yes, you're right. Now, yeah, I'm still learning those.
No worries.
I should know these by now.
Oh,
Yeah, don't be a Randall.
They-
So 3 successes.
Actually,
2
Josh, it
triumphs.
took Josh a long
Yeah.
time to learn it too.
well, that's like using the Genesis dice because I don't use them often. I'm like, all right,
They're
what is
very
this?
similar. I
They
didn't have
are,
any
and
problems.
They're mirrored up better for like what they do once you get used to it.
Yeah.
I need a
Um,
color coded chart in
I
front of me. That's I can
didn't
always
have
look.
any
to.
problems with,
Yeah.
with the Genesis dice.
Yeah.
They're so
So-
similar.
All right. So you shoot one of the groups. What's your weapon damage?
It is 7.
So 10
so
damage.
10.
Plus, I get an advantage for the laser sight. So.
Okay. So 10 damage to the group.
You can do a crit, maybe.
Yep.
And I'm assuming you're shooting to kill and not to stun.
Yeah, no, I'm shooting the
You
kill.
do a crit and
I'm gonna
upgrade the crit, I guess.
I
Or
don't
you
know, I
could do a
mean-
crit in some sort of cool story action. Or
Could the triumphs be like that? I
if you-
shot so good and so fast that everybody's like pissing in their pants, and now they all kind of like stop doing what they're doing. Are they thinking twice about it?
Yeah, you can do.
you can do some
you can do
Han
that.
Solo shit. Just totally blast this dude and
Okay. So you shoot.
he's all,
You drop.
"Pew," and then puts his gun back in the holster, and everyone's like, "He didn't even move." It's
You
like the
drop.
Waco kid, man. Just
The Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Blazing. Oh, that's such a good movie.
All right.
They couldn't even make that movie nowadays.
no.
No.
No, I mean they could get away with certain aspects of it, like
Yeah.
the candy gram scene, probably, but not the horse punching scene.
Yep.
They could get away with the fart scene, but not all the up your nigger bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, it was funny.
Sorry about the up yours, nigger. Take your pie.
Or something would buy like 10 movies from like the 90s that wouldn't fly now, and like American Pie was on there, and
I mean, they still make gross out movies.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. What was
Well,
it? Movie
it's-
44 or whatever it's called.
its big
Came out
thing was like
5 years
the
ago.
when they recorded Nadia without permission was the
Oh,
the
yeah,
big
yeah,
thing
yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah,
they
Oh
fucked it
yeah,
over.
yeah.
And so
So that's the whole Revenge of the Nerds, man.
yeah.
And then the mother sleeping with a high school aged kid,
Yep.
even if he's 18, it's a little skeevy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Nope.
I guess I guess it was a little
But-
skeevy when you put it all together, but I mean, whatever.
Whatever. It's a show.
Yeah, it's a movie.
All right, so you drop 2 of them. You see from
How many are in each group? 5?
4 in each group.
4 in each group. So you killed half of one group. Yeah, that's gonna give them a little bit of a pause.
You see just from your experience, you see hesitation in their eyes of, oh, we kind of like we don't know what we just got into. But
Okay.
Philip,
Oh, I'm already next. Oh.
you're next, since Daniel rolled 5 advantages, so unless you want him to go next.
All right. So should I see what this chick is made of, or should I just go after the mooks, the other mooks? I guess I'll draw my.
See, I thought about trying to kidnap her and use her as like
A shield? No,
Yeah.
I'm not that despicable. Nah. I guess I'll draw my vibro sword, use a maneuver to get in with the other that wasn't shot at,
Okay.
and commence the chopping.
commence the job.
Yeah, and
Talk about blood.
the cunning bastard that I am, I'm gonna use his distracting them as like story justification for me using clever solution on my roll.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cunningly cut them.
What's the
That's
clever?
right.
What's the clever?
I can use my cunning as the stat for the dice roll instead of its normal dice roll.
Oh,
So
okay.
instead of using brawn, so I just get one more die basically.
Oh, okay.
It's once per session.
Oh,
Might as well
nice.
get it out of the way now because I haven't used it in like 3 sessions. So
Yeah, well, might as well.
yeah. So why not, right?
I just got natural marksman. I just
Okay.
had that. So
So re-roll your shots.
yeah, just
Your
one. It
shots.
says per session.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much all the re-rolls are 1 per session. So some of them will let you do 2 skills, but still only 1 per session.
Well, I didn't do nearly as good as you. I've still got a success and 2 advantages, but damn, I rolled 5 successes and 4 failures. That's insane.
The purple dice are bad.
The purple dice were real bad, and they couldn't get worse.
All right, so what's your total damage with Pierce?
So that is. It says vibro sword is damage 5. That doesn't sound right. Is it melee plus 1?
It's
Can't be.
melee plus. I think
I mean, is it brawn
plus
plus 1? Oh, brawn plus 2. Okay, so yeah, it's 6 then. 6 pierce 2.
6 and Pierce 2.
What does the pierce do?
It ignores
Oh,
some.
yeah.
Yeah. So essentially, does 2 more points of damage
Yeah,
unless you
right.
fight something with no soak.
So we could, if we're gonna play like that, it's just 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if it's Pierce, if you have like Pierce 5, then I'll care.
Right.
'Cause
Right.
odds
Or
are
if it's a
it won't do it.
lightsaber, where like
Yep.
yeah. Then if it's lightsaber, then you just say that's how much damage it is. But if it's actual pierce,
Yeah.
like lightsabers ignore armor except in rare circumstances.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay. You.
and now we're stuck in, and if they're still their backs are against their booth now.
Yep.
So yeah, with my 2 advantages, I'm gonna say that they continue to be caught off guard
Okay.
by our sudden assault. So they'll take a block.
Okay. Daniel.
Daniel, come on, he's gonna
He-
tackle the girl. You know that's what he's gonna do.
He's gonna throw himself in front of us to take all the damage.
Meat shield, go! Doubly so because he's not here, right?
That's why I'm saying it. Oh, I'm sorry, Daniel. You got time.
They have a sign. I don't know if this is something you care about, but they have a signed Patrick Mahomes helmet at Showtime right now. I think it's a Chiefs one though. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Nah, I don't check out for it.
A
Hey, where?
Showtime cards and games.
Oh, okay.
You got it right, unless you're not gonna.
Oh no, but it's for Daniel. But that's
Oh yeah, you go the other way then.
We'll still do it this way.
Okay.
What's Daniel doing?
Something good apparently.
Crowd control. He pulls out his
Down.
he pulls out his
beat 'em
his
stick.
large repeating weapon and kind of just points it to the rest of the crowd like, everybody else stay down.
And just shoots over their head or whatever to make them take
Is he like
some-
intimidating?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you do coercion. She has 3 ranks set.
Yeah.
So
shooting up their brothel. God, God, I love my job.
That's what I'm thinking.
They didn't shoot. He just pulled out a huge freaking gun.
Oh,
Like
okay.
everybody else, stay out of
He's
this.
like shooting over their heads to give us suppressing fire or something.
No, he's just nobody else better get involved. It will go back up.
Well, she was smart. She would give us what we want.
She was smart, but that is not always the case. She takes a step over towards you, Wyatt,
Okay.
and you see her draw a small thin blade.
Oh
Okay.
shit, she got a stiletto. You probably don't have that much armor.
No, I don't.
Otherwise, it's really hurt. Oh yeah, so she's got a lot of failures. Dang, she rolled like me.
Yep.
Apparently, this is not a good place to do melee.
Yeah.
Too many tables and chairs and shit.
She swings at you, and
Oh, did she get enough? She didn't get any disadvantages,
No.
right?
Nope.
Because it breaks.
yeah, it's super small to break.
Yeah.
She swings at you, and
It's got like Pierce 5 or something ridiculous. But if you roll like 3 or 4 disadvantages, or despair, it breaks.
there's one that breaks on two threat.
Oh, 2 threat. No, that's the
Yep,
one that's
there's
like a
that one.
crystalline.
Yeah.
It's like crystalline or glass or
Yep.
something. Yeah. She got a misery cord and she's trying to stab you with it.
She goes to stab you, and you're able to move out of the way as she brings kind of the blade back, which stilettos aren't really designed to do. She kind of cuts across your hand, causing you to drop your pistol, but you're not going to take any damage from it.
Oh, dude, that's a lot of advantages then.
Shit 3.
Sweet, yeah.
Oh, so I dropped my
You
pistol.
drop your
Yep.
pistol. So now you got no
Ah,
weapon.
my
And then-
hand. She almost got me.
She made a slash in your glove and it freaked you out.
Yeah.
It's more being startled.
Because you were like shooting.
My delicate constitution.
Like, well, I wasn't worried about her, so her actually doing this kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
Throwing off my groove.
My
Sorry,
shoe, not my
you're off
shoe,
Marshall's
man.
All right.
Me? Or
No,
bad
No,
guys?
bad guys.
Oh, bad guys.
The bad guys.
Oh, right, because you threw off the bad guy's screw
Yep.
like
The 2 bad guys that you shot, they
Fuck this, I'm out.
they take this
I'm
opportunity.
not
to
that loyal because
run. They take the opportunity to run.
do they like take their down buddies and go?
No, they
They
run.
say fuck those guys.
Yep. Well,
They were covering the tab.
well, I've not seen. Was it? I haven't seen them survive a blaster shot before. I don't expect they survive that one. We're out. The other 2 that you kind of have in the booth, you see them kind of drop their pistols on the table,
Cool.
and put their hands up.
Even though I probably didn't really even hurt him that bad. Maybe killed 1.
No, I killed 2.
Oh, dang. These
Well,
guys are chumps.
yeah.
Chumps.
Or killed or incapacitated.
Yeah.
However you want to do it. So.
Like one of them involuntarily dropped his pistol. Kind of like you, but more permanent.
Yeah. I'm surprised my guy wussed out. He dropped his gun. Such a wuss, man.
Okay. So you guys now are back to having the bar in control. Daniel's still there with his heavy weapon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
Don't make me shoot people.
I don't want to shoot people. Like, I'm in this moral debate right now. Come on. Don't push me farther to the dark side.
So I'm gonna. Do any of these pistols look like fancy, or are they just like generic?
They're generic.
All right, so I'm just gonna sweep them all like onto the floor so they can't easily reach them.
Okay.
If they go for them, I'll be able to like do.
What is she doing? Is she like? I mean,
After she caught you and you dropped your gun,
like she probably thought she
she
was in a really
realized-
good
yeah.
position until like all her guys gave up.
yeah. And, well, and also she realized that it's like, oh, this is not as easy as I thought it would be. So
She's like, God, Jim,
no. Normally, if you don't win with the sneak attack,
you're not gonna win. Yeah, that's right. The rogue's attitude towards
Yep.
combat.
I guess I will.
If at first you don't succeed, fuck it.
Don't try again. It only gets worse. Okay.
What?
So she's still standing next to you, kind of with a
Okay.
surprised look on her face, and still has the knife, but has it like down in a non-aggressive position.
Right. So perhaps we could try again.
Yeah. No, I pick up my gun and say, "Let's try this again."
We came here because we heard this is a place where we might be able to acquire certain items, which I feel like I saw very recently.
If we can take this to the back.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay. You see her step back, and she sets the knife on the
Yeah.
counter of the bar.
I have my gun on her.
She sets the knife on the counter of the bar, and then opens the door to
I'll tell the guys, feel free to retrieve your weapons when we're gone.
Daniel says he'll stay out there to keep an eye on him.
Okay.
Okay.
Easy way to take people out.
That's right. That's right. You cover the door.
Cover the door. All right. She's like, okay. What exactly were you looking for?
The supplier of Edom, is it right?
Edom?
Yeah, the supplier.
Well,
of
it's
Edom.
Wairu.
Wairu. Yeah, you were
But
looking
it's
for
a
the
derivative of
Wairu supplier
Yeah,
because we want to
stupid
get
name
back.
for a drug.
Stupid name for a drug.
But what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? I mean, what are you gonna do, right?
Hey.
Like, they can't all be glitter stiff.
Yep.
Uh,
You see, she's like, she reaches down. She like kind of like slowly reaches down to her pouch
Mhm.
and opens it up. And you see in there's probably 60 different pills in there.
it's not
Of-
Wairu, or it is.
Some of it is, but not all of it.
Oh, do I recognize them?
Go and make a knowledge underworld.
Okay.
Um,
Any sort of benefits given my
Yeah,
my
you can-
specialty?
you can take 2 boosts.
Cool. Why is Knowledge Underworld in an intellect? Stupid intellect. And how hard?
It would be average.
All right. I would say this should be relatively easy, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, cha-ching! At first, I thought this was going to be like rolling the dice on that dice roller where it was like everything was a failure and like a really bad one, but I just rolled blanks. All right, so I got 2 successes and 3 advantages.
Okay. Looking in, you
I'm like,
You
woo!
recognize-
Look at that. That's some spice and like a different variety of spice and some glitter stem and
you see probably about 10 are Wairu.
all right.
You notice probably 20 others are just different hallucinogens. You see
Those are
that
the best kind.
10 are Lasai, which is the drug that makes people not need to sleep for a long time. Or do I have that backwards? User does not.
Yeah, that's the one
not
that
required
makes you psychic. It potentially makes you psychic. Is that the one?
No, the other one, that one's glitter stem. Glitter stem.
Oh,
is
right.
add
But if
3
you
perception.
stop taking Lasai, then you have to like you
You
go into a
basically
coma,
detox.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah,
You basically go into a coma.
the last 24 hours after
Yeah.
that, you start feeling extremely sleepy and very lethargic. And
you become a grumpy bear.
That's crazy.
Coming down.
and so she just kind of opens the pouch and it's like, which ones were you?
So we were looking for the suppliers of those ones, but you know what? I wouldn't mind having like some of those too.
I think
Because
you've earned-
Daniel's not in the room right now, right?
I know,
So
no,
it's like-
I don't care.
It's like I was like, for research purposes,
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
for science.
For science.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
So we're looking for the suppliers of these, and you know what? Because of the misunderstanding, I want to try and mend fences by buying some of those. And I'm going to name a price that's like slightly under what the
Okay.
street value would normally be
Sure.
for all of it.
Okay. You have enough advantages.
Yeah.
Well, for the she grabs one of them. For these ones that are new, I just got them maybe 3 days ago.
Mhm.
There's a Bothan who sold them to me,
Okay.
Hisk Noir, Nuruh, Nurha. He sold them to me. He said that they were hallucinogenic drugs, and that my clients would probably like them.
Yeah. So let me tell you a little bit about these drugs. You seem like you're pretty knowledgeable. Do you remember a drug that rolled through a few months ago called Yeatum?
No.
No, maybe it was
Okay,
on the
maybe.
lower floor. Maybe it was mostly on the lower floors. Anyway, so there's a drug called Yeatum that was going through, and it had very similar properties. This though has the added disadvantage, let's call it, of being quite fatal to non-humans. So I think you should probably not sell this to your customers anymore.
Do you know the cure for if people have consumed
So
it?
far as I know, we never learned of one, right?
No, there's no cure, but it's only about what 10%.
It's 5,
5%.
but still only
Yeah.
5% is.
It's
Yeah.
bad. It's bad if you're that 5%.
That's
Yeah.
1 in 20.
But what is it, like 24 hours you normally kick it, or?
It's like
Yeah.
I tell people when they're talking about like the deadliness of something, I'm like, okay, well think about 100. You know 100 people. How many of those are you okay with dying?
Yep.
Can you think of 5 people that you're ready to just kick the bucket?
Well, it depends. We're just talking 5. Are we talking friends or just?
Yeah, five friends and acquaintances, people you're on good terms
Okay.
with, coworkers and stuff, right? Like
Just random people. Sure, I could find 5.
Yeah.
The person who served me the Burger King last
That's
time.
right. Fuck
That
those
son of a
people.
Hate those people.
You give me inconvenient food poisoning for 2 days. Die.
Yep. I have a client who took it earlier today. So if you do find a cure for it, please let me know. Would you excuse me for a moment?
Yeah, but can we talk about where we can find this Hisk?
Let me
Take care of your
let me
business.
do this
then come
first.
right back.
Very well.
We're gonna be at the bar.
She goes out to the bar.
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take all that shit. I'm just gonna like cram it in like whatever concealed pockets
And
I have.
I'm
Because you know I got
this,
some.
right?
You know I got some concealed pockets. You know I do.
You see her reach back and grab like 3 bottles of alcohol and starts to head upstairs. We'll try to puke it out. We'll see if that works.
Yeah. Poison control, right?
Yep.
Do you got any activated charcoal? Like, just cram that shit down the throat. Just here, eat this shit.
How does that do that?
Like if this bar had like exotic fishes or something, then like they definitely be able to just here, eat this. It's gross as fuck, but it'll help.
Yeah, let me do that. The only one I know for like making people vomit is it.
Oh no, it doesn't make you vomit. It neutralizes. It bonds
okay.
with and neutralizes a lot of poison.
Oh, okay.
A lot of poisons. It's gross as fuck. And your poo will be black as midnight, but
Yeah.
at least you won't die.
Won't die.
Right?
That's always a good
That's
sign.
like
Yeah, well, that sounds good. Not
Yeah.
dying.
Yep. So you see her go upstairs with 3 bottles of alcohol, and it's on for a couple minutes, and it comes back with no bottles of alcohol, and comes back to you. It's like, okay, sorry. Hopefully that will help him.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, so yeah. So like I said, we're trying to rein this in. Perhaps we should have done a little bit better of a job. And I'm going to like reveal myself as an Imperial agent. We're trying to save lives here, and we're trying to find the people who are distributing this stuff. We heard that it used to be on lower floors, and we heard that it's made its way to floor 100. So here we are.
Well, when I talked to Hisk, he said he had a large amount of it and was wanting to move it quickly.
So he's the one. with the crate. He's the
But
one that's still-
without having it or experienced it before,
Do not get on.
I
her
bought
again.
100.
You understand me?
and
yeah, please tell me you didn't sample it.
oh no, I did
Okay.
not. I had somebody else try it. And they're still fine. But
You are not.
She goes and she goes, hold on. She goes back again and comes out with a different pouch. And so here's the remainder of what I have. And looking in there, there's probably about 70 left.
Dang. Cha-ching. So I'm not going to hide that one because it's all white rewrite. So, but yeah, those other ones they're going in like interior pockets and in my boots.
I mean, I pretty much know at this point. Then
you can have your suspicion.
Short of seeing him take it, there's every indication that.
But you haven't seen me take it.
That's true.
That's the
but
key,
I'm just,
right?
I want to make sure that I don't have to make a roll for this.
You saw me. You saw me take it, but you haven't seen me take it.
Yeah.
So either he's an addict or he's a dealer on the side. One of the two.
You want to go into business as a drug dealer? You gotta have inventory.
Yep. So,
that's what I'll say if he questions me. But if he doesn't question me, then I'm not gonna say anything.
Why would I say anything?
That's right. Why would you say anything? What? If you see me in a coma later, though, maybe.
Like, I'm going to give you this.
I feel like
you'll know the right time to apply this to.
I feel like being a marshal, I recognize these signs of him being high.
Just right here, man.
Yeah, I'll just carry one out, carry one out.
Don't worry, you'll know the right time. I'm on the ground, stuff bubbling down. That's clear.
Oh, so, like in what was it, Pulp Fiction?
Pulp Fiction, yeah. That was intense. That was intense. The whole movie was intense.
Yeah,
that was an intense ass scene.
She's like, well, his supply or his area that he works out is the Ashgard Den. She gives you the directions to it. It's probably about 6 blocks from here. It's a guarded warehouse where a group of thieves store their supplies.
Just goods. It's not necessarily all drugs.
No, it's not all drugs. It moves around from time to time. Once the Imperial that they bribe either gets replaced or actually has to present rewards, but that's where he'd be storing it at.
And is it all small items, or do you like? Do you know if there's any like bigger ticket items like speeders?
Things all small items. If they have a speeder there, it's probably just one for to let people move, to get away or to let people move stuff. But I don't think that it's like
we could get
a chop shop or
Judy to help us out.
Yep.
Help get us in there.
Yep. Yeah, that's where I'm sure he'd be keeping it.
All right. Well, that's very helpful.
Yeah.
Sorry about your customers.
Yeah. Sorry about your goons, but I don't like having people threaten me.
Customers.
Oh, customers. Yeah.
Well, and
patrons.
Yeah. When the Imperials visit places, some of the aliens know down here that things don't always go as well as they hope for. So it can be brushed over with some public relation.
Good to hear.
All right. Well, yeah. Thanks for your help, and we'll take our trigger happy friend.
They go to trigger happy. Oh, I see what trigger happy.
No, he didn't shoot anybody.
Yeah,
well, you could tell he wanted to.
Yep.
Well, you could tell he wanted to. Yeah.
All right. For buying the rest of her stuff that she had in the pouch, say 500 credits.
Sure.
How much credits do you have?
I had quite a chunk actually, because I was jacking them from people.
Oh, I see. Because I have extra 950. I got off the lady for doing this job.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Too bad
know.
money doesn't mean a
I
whole lot
say,
around here.
that's pretty much the only thing I spend money on is drugs. Like if I want something, I'll just requisition it, right? So
Well, I think I was watching a video for like D&D of like how worthless money comes after
Oh, yeah.
after a certain level.
yeah.
Unless you're like Jim, unless you buy magic items, then that's the only point to have a shitload of money.
Mm.
Or you want to throw massive bribes.
Well, I always had problems with like how much does money weigh? Because like I'm like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't carry around that much money, you know?
Well, which is why gems and
Yep.
shit exist, right? Like,
Yeah.
Like, one gem costs 1,000 gold. That's much easier than carrying, like
Yep.
a stack this high of gold coins or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's assuming they're like the size of a quarter, which they're probably bigger than that. Right?
Yep. There's a video on YouTube where a guy was doing that, and he had like pouches that were like that tall, like that deep. Like he'd fill them with gold equivalent coins.
Right. Like quarters. Quarters
yeah.
are about, you could say, right?
They're-
half dollars.
I think $50 was probably
Yeah.
close to what they kind of expected. And like one pouch was like 14 pounds or something like that, of filled to a level that was reasonable, not like to the top.
Right. And it probably wasn't even close to like 500, right?
No. Yep. Because it's like, no, it's a lot and they're heavy. That's why we have bills.
Right. Right. So so you would have like an equivalent amount of goods, like
Or you just do here's your coin pouch of holding.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
You just shovel
I always
your
hated that.
millions of gold into a bag of holding.
Yep.
Problem solved. But
Yeah.
but I'm not a super. As much as I love D&D, like I feel like I would much rather have like a lower magic world. Yeah.
Well, see, that's what I found with when I was playing Savage Worlds, because they have magic in that, and it was like the thing that drove me nuts was like some of the magic just like ruined the game,
Mhm.
and I was just like, God damn it! Like I'm like have all this stuff planned out, and then it's like, oh, magic this, magic that. I'm like,
It always does. Which is why I feel like like the sweet spot for me for D&D has always been like like let's say 3 to 12.
Yep.
This doesn't.
Somewhere
You could
around
even
there.
say like 5 to 15, but 15 is
Mhm.
pushing it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was kind of the point where I was kind of almost like, all right, the party has no magic, but there is magic out there, but you don't have any, because that way, like, it makes it much
When you
more.
think about how much
or the other-
fantasy, like how much early fantasy, the fantasy that inspired, Gygax and Artisan to create D&D, like the protagonists were never magical, right? Like
Yep.
like Fafhrd and the Grey Mouser is like a barbarian and a
Oh, those are great
right?
books. I
Like,
love
yeah,
those books.
Those are amazing. And Conan and like those guys were like the Fellowship of the Ring. Sure, there was a wizard, but he wasn't really a wizard. He was like a mythological being, right? That just looked like a man. Everybody else.
Oh,
was
I
not
always saw him as
magical.
an NPC because he's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
so
No, yeah,
powerful.
but
That
he
it's
is an
like,
NPC. Yeah, sure, but like he was, he's an angel essentially, right? Like,
yeah.
like he's just a guy. he's not just a guy that can fling around spells. So it's like all those books that inspired them are pretty low magic, and the people who have magic aren't players, or what you would consider the PCs, right?
Yep.
Like, look, the main protagonist of both the Hobbit and the Fellowship of the Rings is like the least powerful character among them.
But that was
right?
the whole point of the
Yeah,
book.
yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
But no, it was one of the things that they did with high level spells is just they're massively restricted versus being like, oh, I can go find Wish. Oh, I can go find this. Like, no, this is locked in a tower where it's magically guarded.
Yeah. It'd be like,
this book is
finding an artifact or
yeah.
something. Like you have to go.
This
like,
book
on
is stored in
massive
a different dimension.
Like it's going to be a whole story.
Yeah, no, I basically decided that I was going to do those type of games again. I was going to make it so like magic was so hard, so low level, or if you had magic, it was like I was going to decrease all its potential by like like half.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is why when they made sorcerers, they made them have less spells, but like more spells overall, but less powerful spells because they just get them.
Yeah.
Whereas like wizards traditionally, you have to find them. Yeah.
Yep.
Or learn them somehow. And I guess in newer editions, you do learn a spell.
Well, that's one thing I liked about the
spells,
older
but-
versions is like you can cast like 2 spells at the beginning and that's it. And you're like done for the day.
Right, that's assuming you have exceptionally high intelligence or exceptionally high in the stat that you cast with. Otherwise, it's like 1. Right?
Yeah.
Like you get 1.
I shot my magic missile.
Right. Do
I'm ready
you
for
want a combat spell?
I'm gonna
Do you
go
want
take a
a
tea
utility
break. You guys
spell?
keep
Like-
on fighting.
Fine, but that's also why the problem of was it the warriors and wizards. Wizards go like this.
Yeah,
Warriors
yeah.
go like this.
Yeah.
It's like Whereas like fighters are like, yeah, and rogues. So the thing about rogues is, sure, in combat, their usefulness plateaus, especially once you get to monsters that just can't be sneak attack. But their usefulness outside of combat, it remains.
Oh yeah, that's sky high. Like,
but the problem is that wizards can do everything a rogue can do. If they take the right spells, right? So it's like, you know, if that door is locked, no problem, knock, right? You know,
like all the D&D podcasts I watch, anybody who
we need to get up in that high fucking tower, no problem, spider climb or levitate.
Except for rogues, everybody in the podcast I watch multi-class to get some type of casting or go into like a specialty that gets casting. Just because it's so useful for even like the small little spells, like disguising.
Well, see, like that's what drives me nuts about like the newer editions. It's like so magic heavy that I'm like, how could you plan for this as a dungeon master?
Well, and that's the thing is like, so like, you know, castles and heavy armor and all those things became useless because bigger and badder weapons were designed. Well, why would you even bother trying to live in a castle when a dragon can fly over the walls and burninate you all, right? Or a wizard can just lob a fireball over. Or shit, you know, there was a spell that could just turn wall into mud, like stone into mud. So it's like, well, there goes your freaking wall.
There's your $1 million castle.
Yeah, you're right, exactly. You know, like it's crazy. You know, forget catapults. You don't need catapults. You can have stone giants. Like,
so it's like the game, the book that I saw of yours that I can't think of the name of, the Running Man D&D.
Oh, X-Crawl.
X-Crawl.
Yeah.
And they're like, when they talk about the history of the world, basically with magic, that ended most combat.
Right.
I was like, well, we're going to talk this out because we don't want this wizard just blowing up the city.
It's mutually assured destruction. It's basically like it's basically like the nuclear age early, because high enough magic spells. Yeah, it's like, you know. So my court wizard wishes that your kingdom cease to exist, and your court wizard wishes that our kingdom cease to exist, and you know, like, so whatever. It's stupid. So
that's one of the reasons why I like Star Wars, because there's very little magic.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Force, which is powerful, but it's not like outrageous.
Yeah,
right?
it's
like
much more controllable.
It's like parlor tricks, and
I'm going to move an object, or I'm going to
yeah. It's like, you know,
extra
so
charm
like
this one guy.
in 5th edition, prestidigitation is a cantrip. It's a cantrip. You can do it as basically at will, right? It's like if you take it, it's like, you know, I'm going to go lift that object or whatever. Like it's like,
I'm gonna make you smell like roses. Cool.
Right. It's like, you know, all those stupid parlor tricks that Jedi can do. And then like, you know, like, so they can jump really high or really far. Cool. So can a 3rd level wizard when they take jump or, you know, whatever. It's like, it's stupid.
Yeah. That's one of the big things that I don't like about when running D&D. Of you have to know all the spells that your players have. Like, all right, how can they mess with me with these spells?
Yeah, that's why the next time I play a caster, I'm not going to be an evoker. Like, of course, every 12-year-old is like, I want to blow shit up with fireball, right? It's like, you can't wait to hit 5th level so you can get that 3rd level spell and take fireball. No one ever takes anything but fireball, but not me. I'm going to be like,
some people take lightning bolt.
Sure, but
lightning bolt.
Let's face it, fireball. No, the thing about lightning bolt is like, you know, it's mostly useful in like a long, you know, but like a fireball, like it starts out as like the size of a pea, and then when it gets to where it's going, then it becomes the 30-foot circle. So you like shoot it through the keyhole on a door or something, and it's like, and then like you've blown up the entire room, and then you open the door, and
I was like, was it one of the t-shirts that I got? It's like, I said I cast fireball. I didn't ask how big the room was. I said I cast fireball.
So, but you know, nowadays, like I want to be like I was telling Duncan the other day, like if I was playing an evil character, I'd be an enchanter. Enchanters are creepy as fuck. That is the truly most evil class. Everyone will say necromancers, not me. Enchanters are the evilest magic users, because that's some like mind magic shit. That's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Necromancers, they're just gonna raise the dead.
That's right.
Who cares about that?
Who cares?
Unless you have some morality issue against it, then who cares?
Yeah,
But
well, I mean,
people
sure.
mind
I mean,
controlling you.
yeah. It's like, there's some morality issues there, but like,
Yeah.
messing with people's heads, that's the worst.
Yep.
That's the worst. That's the worst thing you can
Yep.
do to someone.
I think just the number of spells that they have is one of the limiting things for like enchanters or for them. But
No,
But
yeah,
it-
there aren't a ton per level, right?
Yeah.
But that's okay because you can take other utility
Yeah.
things. Like, so if you're going to be an enchanter, then you also take like the.
you still take
The-
fireball.
Well, no, I think you take like the what are they? The abjurations, the ones that give people buffs.
Probably.
Yeah, and that kind of fits the same feel, right? Like,
Well,
so.
Unless you're Tim the Enchanter.
uh,
He's still a fireball.
yeah.
So, okay. So you guys are heading over to the Ashgard Den.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we are.
All right. Now we'll get you back on track. And
Long tangent.
Long
Hey, whatever.
tangent.
That's what role playing games are.
I mean, it happens, right? Like,
Yep. You head over there and you see it's a fairly small. She called it a warehouse, but it's more of a guarded building.
Yeah, right. It's an industrial building, but not like actually a warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's
It doesn't have like the big doors for like
Right.
bringing in trucks and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
It has one door that looks like speeder size for just a vehicle, but not like massive shipments.
Right.
Or
It doesn't have like a loading dock.
Yeah. But as you approach, I'm going to make a perception check.
Well, I can do that.
Okay.
Are you gonna roll two, or are we gonna do group?
You can both do it. It'll be average, so we'll say 2 purple.
Show. All right, well, that cancels that, and I've got 3 successes and advantage.
Okay.
So that's advantage, right? Disadvantage, right?
So you got
Yeah.
2 successes and a threat.
Oh, threat.
Okay. So go ahead and just take a strain for your thread.
Wah!
As you're approaching, you notice at the main door, it has it's recessed a little bit off the street, but it has a security layer. So like once you go through the main door, there's like another checkpoint spot before you get access to the rest of the building. Inside of that security area, there are two guards.
Is it like a glass thing that we can see, or is it?
Yeah,
like-
you can see inside of it.
Okay.
So you can see through it.
Okay.
So you see the 2 guards, and then there's another more reinforced door to
Mhm.
go to kind of like the back area. You notice on the it does have security cameras on the outside, up near the top, and it has windows. It also has windows, but they're higher than a average height. So you have to climb up to get to them, or get up in some.
And then there's no other like access doors that we can see.
There's the one vehicle door on the side. If you go around back, there's a spot where another door was, but it's been barred over.
Okay.
And then barred, and then you see where it's welded
Okay.
for reinforcement.
Right, we don't have a universal key in this game like we did in the last game.
Yep.
So
Universal key.
yeah, like
Lightsaber.
Oh, I see.
I'll open this door. There's no giant hole in this door.
They are used as door openers a lot, aren't they? Especially in the Clone Wars. They use them all the time as door openers.
Yep.
Which I was weird because they never once used that in the original trilogy as a door opener.
No.
no, well, they did. Yeah, they started
They
doing
just did
that. They
blasters.
did that in episode 1, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that was. But they're just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
whatever. But everyone thought about it.
Mhm.
It's like it's a fucking
Yeah. It cuts through whatever. Go.
right.
It's like one of the in one of the games I was going to play, I was looking at playing like a stealthy character, and then they have the lightsaber crystals that give you different effects. And there's a lightsaber crystal where you can get breach up to level 3. So it goes through
Why?
30 points of damage. So then
You can cut.
it
you can
doesn't
cut
matter how
wheels.
it's like, all right, it doesn't matter how thick this wall is, I can get through, or how thick this metal is, or how thick
Right, you're just
whatever.
going directly through it.
Yep. It's like, all
'Cause
right.
that kills tanks.
Yeah. So it ignored 30 points of damage.
Yeah, like
so it's like, all right, well,
like
I'm gonna
like,
sneak into this.
like barely anything has hole higher than
Oh, yeah. Except for like
hole so
starships
higher.
and-
Yeah, starship,
Yeah.
sure,
so
because they gotta. But like ground
yeah.
vehicles, anything that you're gonna be cutting with a lightsaber.
Yep.
Yeah, even like those
Yep.
those tanks that they used in the
the,
original trilogy. Like, yeah.
so but you know, she always
Yeah,
let's do
well,
that. So it's like, all right, no matter what, I know I can cut through anything. So
Mm,
So should we, because they said we could call in the reinforcements to storm and this, didn't they say that or something? Or should we just go ahead and do it ourselves?
the ISP said if you've
right, but if we call in the ISB to
Then we
bust
miss out
this
on all
place-
the stuff inside.
exactly.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know
What if they got like, you know,
I don't know what the other guys is hearing this conversation.
what if they got like iPods and stuff, you know? Like,
That's what I'm
you want an
thinking.
iPhone? the new iPhone?
everyone wants that. Might be a knockoff.
Well, we
version,
could
but-
try to just buy it all off of them.
What's a J phone? Yeah. I mean, how high are these windows?
They're probably about 15 feet off the ground, and then they're about 5 feet tall.
Do they go all the way around the building?
They're on the street
Street
equivalent
facing?
side,
Can we
and then
recommend
the
some
main
jetpacks?
the main front. They're not on the back with the secure door or the one next to the building.
Is there roof access that we can see or?
On the back there is a kind of the fire escape to climb
Okay.
up to it.
Which is probably loud as fuck.
Mhm.
But, you know, whatever. That's what stealth checks are for.
We could drive a car through the.
Sure, we
door?
could. I mean,
There's tons of things you can do. You can go back and requisition 50 grams of explosives and
That's not like that, idea.
doesn't have to be all kicked down the door, right? I mean,
no, that's blow up the door. That's not kick down the door.
it's the sci-fi equivalent.
Well, I'm just trying to think if there's a way we could talk our way in, but I don't think so. I mean, like buy.
Well, yeah, I feel like the talking way hasn't worked a whole terrible
Yeah.
amount for whatever reason. Like
I guess I could get. If
when,
we-
when our main ability to charm is pretty mediocre.
Well, my
It's,
charm's okay.
yeah, but it hasn't worked. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
My dice rolling is just bad.
I mean, you wasted 2 triumphs on shooting mooks. Come on. Quit wasting that shit.
God, what was that one session where I just couldn't stop rolling triumphs? It was ridiculous. It was insane. Like it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I could probably even have just one yellow, but triumph. Why not? I mean, it's cool, man. I don't know, it was ridiculous. Oh, it was the first session of our Jedi game where like you kept on trying to like poison everyone.
No. Oh, okay. Yep. But you also have the name Hisk. So if you wanted to,
That's true. We could be
try to
like,
find him
Hisk
versus-
sent us.
or
Well, we don't know if he's here or not. Like
You
he
don't
could
know if he's
he,
there.
he could be here. We could watch a little bit.
Mhm.
We know he's a Bothan, but we don't know that much about House Battle. And I'm assuming we're not like
We also don't know how many people are in there.
when you were talking to the madam, yeah, I'm sure you would have asked for his description. So you would-
right, but she's gonna describe generically Bothan features like
you say they all look the same. Gah! Maybe his a yellow
well,
mane
look, okay,
versus a
so
blue
if someone was going to describe
No, I
the
know.
three of us, right? So like I have a full beard, you have a partial beard, and you have no beard. That's like a
Right.
that's like a descriptor, right?
Uh-huh.
But if we all were clean shaven or we all had full
Yeah.
beards, you know, a white dude with short hair and glasses, it's like cool, okay.
Yep.
Well, I mean, do we want to try to contact Hisk and see if he can get us inside?
No.
Okay.
Hey, yes, can we come in and steal your drugs? Thanks. That'd be great.
We could torture him first.
Well, we don't know if he's here or not, so that's the point. So I want to see, maybe we watch for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you also want to see, to help see if he's here, you can kind of do streetwise to see if people around
Are
here may
talking
have
about him. Or...
talking about him or know.
Yeah, all right. Let's do some streetwise.
Okay. I think you're better at that one.
I am almost guaranteed.
Can you get a boost from me? Because I do have that skill.
Sure.
How hard?
It'll be average, but we'll give you a setback.
Okay. Well, there is a lot of failures, but luckily I rolled many, many, many more successes. All right, so that's 3 failures, which will be canceled by these 3 successes. I've got 4 successes and a threat.
Okay. It takes a little bit longer than you'd expect for it to kind of hear.
I actually took 2 straight earlier.
But
Wrong one.
you're able to find out that Hisk is he's not in the building. He's been going around the floor trying to find other buyers. He's kept his main supply at the warehouse, but he's
And only taking what he can carry, or like when he needs to like sample it or whatever.
a reasonable amount to
In
prevent
case they
from
want
getting
to
jacked.
dip their long ass fingernail in.
Yep. And so he doesn't get jacked of jacked of his supplies. But he's out trying to find different buyers. He's been trying to find buyers probably for about 4 days now from what you got.
And we know what the crate looks like, right? Because we saw the other one.
Yep.
It had distinguishing features, I hope?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll say yes. Yes, it had Howland Technologies.
Yeah.
Written on.
So as
That
long as
was
they're not stealing other shit from Howland Technologies. Then...
Yep. With your 4 successes, you also find out that he has 3 other people who work with him, who are also trying to find buyers, and they are all Boston as well.
Does this dude only work with Bothans?
He has a reputation of you also get he has a reputation of being a thief, not as being a drug dealer.
Okay.
So
are Bothans particularly sneaky? Right, because they're the ones that stole the Death Star plans, right?
Yep. In original history.
So right. What do they look like?
They're kind of I think they're in that book.
Yeah.
They're kind of dog cat like.
Yeah, dog cat like people.
Oh yeah, okay.
You'll know
it's
when
right
you see
here.
it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, is it a dog or is it a cat?
Yeah, it's like a
it's
weird like
kind of cat with weird
like
face with
weird hyena man or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he, I said this is the first time that anybody's kind of dealt with him for dealing drugs. Normally they've dealt with him trying to sell smaller items or.
Right, he's mostly like a fence, right?
Yep.
Trying to fence stolen goods.
But he has 3 other people that he works with, kind of on his team. They've been out on the streets, kind of trying to find buyers.
And it sounds like they're not being super subtle about it.
With 4 people out on the street looking for buyers, it definitely increases the word of mouth going around. So
I guess here's the question: do we want to just recover the crate, or do we want to deal with this Hisk guy permanently? I mean, because if we get the crate back, is Hisk still a concern? He sounds like he's a petty crook.
Didn't know he is a petty crook.
So it's like, do we even care about him? Do we want to just try and bluff our way into the warehouse, get the crate, and...
Well, I mean, how are we gonna get the crate? I mean, I thought we would basically track down Hisk and he would have like access cards to the.
But there's a security checkpoint. So if we can deceive,
yeah, but there's the car door.
Yeah, if we can deceive the guys guarding the door into thinking we work for Hisk,
Yeah, but we're not Boffin, so.
So, but
As
that's
we were
why
watching,
it's
many other
specifically
people,
asked,
many
yeah.
other races have gone in.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like that. That den
It's
is not
basically like
only.
a clearinghouse for all of the
Mhm.
scum.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a storage and only his guys work it and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
no.
No, okay. So this is like a generic warehouse where they store some of their stuff with
It
other
just,
people.
it's a warehouse for
Oh,
shady
okay,
shit,
okay.
right?
Yep. So there's some top dude who's basically charging them to store
Yeah,
their shit.
yeah.
Who
So
he-
whoever owns
he's
this is
bribing
like,
the Imperials
I
to.
get way more.
Oh, I
money
see. Okay.
to store illegal goods here, then I just got to give some of that kickback. To
Well, so then the question is, do we want to be Imperials who are doing an inspection, or do we want to basically?
No, I feel like now that since we know some stuff about Hisk, we go ahead and pretend like we're working for him or whatever. Let's see what
Okay, but it
happens.
may be exclusively works with Boston.
We don't know that. That's why I specifically asked. And no one it didn't sound like anyone was saying that.
So his thieving team is all Boffins, but he like makes deals with other races,
With everybody. Right?
with
Okay.
everybody. But the team of the team of thieves that he has are all Boffins.
Right, because they
Okay.
just happen to be thieves, right?
Okay,
They're-
so
they're
we
built
just
for
go
it.
to the
Yeah.
thing and say that we made a deal with Hisk and we're
Well,
going.
it's like Twi'leks are dancers because they're agile, right? That they get a racial bonus to.
Yeah.
The sexy weird thing on their head, apparently.
Well, you know.
It helps with their center of balance.
But the thing
Right.
is that only the female ones are sexy.
Yeah.
Like the male Laku are gross. They really are. And males are gross in general. It's like, why do the males have like gross pointy teeth and the females don't have?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's a double standard. It's a little weird.
Alien physiology.
I mean, there's only like a couple of male Twi'leks in the entire thing as far as I've seen. So it's like, and they all work for Jabba, but maybe Jabba makes them look ugly. I don't know. Maybe Jabba likes him ugly because then he's like, I'm not the only ugly person here.
But he's still the ugliest.
I mean, I guess beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
To all the other huts, he's probably good looking.
That's right. Well, money talks, right? So he's real sexy.
I don't have to be sexy. I
All right,
just have to be rich.
so how do you want to play this then?
Yeah,
'Cause, I mean, what if
I
they-
feel like we just walk up and you know, I haven't gotten a lot of chance to flex my one social skill. So
But which one's that?
deception.
Oh, okay. Because I was just gonna try charm.
No. We pretend like we work for Hisk, right? And that is a deception check.
Okay. Well, what's your deception?
I got 2 yellows and 2 greens,
Okay. Yeah, no, that's better.
and I can re-roll a cunning check.
Okay, well that's positive. Okay.
So I got 2 real good chances.
All right.
You know, and then we get in there and we know what the crate looks like, so we just find.
So we're
the
just
crate
getting the crate then. We're not doing anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
and get in, get out, right? We don't need to. I don't feel like we don't need to make. We always like overthink shit, and then in the end, we just end up shooting, right? So it's like, why?
Well, that's why I always go with shooting first, because I feel like that's the most direct route.
I feel like we just get, you know, just try the most direct route. We know his stuff is here. We know some stuff about his. Let's just pretend like we work for him and
Okay. Yeah.
get
sounds
in,
good.
get out. No muss, no fuss.
I love you.
So what's the plan? Walk through the front door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna try to walk through the front door.
All right.
We're gonna pretend like we're walking in like we own the place. Like we belong here, right?
Okay. You start walking in, and you get to the first door. This in the assessment. You open it up. Then you see the 2 guards turn and take a look at you, and you see the reinforced door there. Like, welcome, guys. What are you here for? Who are you with?
We work for Hisk. We're here to pick up more of the goods that you left here.
Okay, go and give me.
A deception.
Go and give me a deception.
Yeah, how hard?
It'll be 2 red.
2 red. Oof. Oof.
You
They
got 2
didn't-
chances, buddy.
Yeah, I say they didn't put no dummies on this. Oh, look at that. That's sexy. All right. I have
Is that it?
failed. And I have a despair and 6 advantages.
Well, maybe you should re-roll.
I'm going to reroll. Because the despair and 6 advantages isn't going to be that great, right?
Yep.
Can you get a boost
I mean,
dice
you
for
might
me?
be afraid anyway.
'Cause
Yeah,
I have
a boost
perception
dice.
too.
Yeah, I have a
okay.
boost dice.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is more manageable. It's definitely a success. But I've got some threat.
Because you have no players.
Yeah. So we're gonna crank this one down, get rid of, oh wait, just get rid of that. And I have 2 successes and 2 threat.
Okay.
I really wanted to see how the other one played out. That would have been pretty
Six
entertaining.
freaking advantages in the despair. Like, don't even be like, nah, just reroll that shit.
No, that-
No,
Don't even use your reroll. Just reroll that shit.
I'm already trying to like, oh, 6 advantages. Ah, stupid dice.
One guy's like, okay, cool. And the other guy's no, wait.
So, yeah, you're good. Don't worry.
It's like one of us only tells the truth, and the other one only lies. No, fuck that. We start shooting.
No, it's like one guy's like, oh, cool. Here you go. Here's my key. Go for it. And the other guy's like, after you leave, it's like,
Dude, he's lying.
dude, you're a fucking moron. All right.
So
You're
threats.
like, okay, go ahead and it's basically take a blood sample. I forgot what they're called, but
Oh, one of those. Oh
yeah.
man, I was hoping you were gonna say like a thumbprint scanner, because remember I actually specifically asked for like fake thumbprint stuff like 3 adventures ago, and I didn't give that shit back. No way. I'm friends with the evidence locker lady.
so basically they'll have your sample. So if something
Fuck
goes
them,
wrong,
what are they gonna do? They're
yeah.
gonna come to the 99 and try and take it back.
Right.
Come
So-
on then.
So afterwards they'll know, but not much they might be able to do. If you were some other common criminal, then yeah, there'd be a lot more concern.
Yeah.
But so they poke your hand, and you can kind of put it in like one of the trays and slides it off, and they open up the door. Like, okay, his lot is back against the far wall.
Cool.
On the left.
While we're heading over there, I'm gonna keep my eyes out both for like threats and for anything of note, like just running through my head any open cases there might be. See if I recognize anything,
Okay.
anything that I might just plain be interested in.
Okay.
I got some sticky fingers, so
As you're walking, go ahead and make a perception check.
all right.
I guess I'll do that too.
Okay.
How hard?
Maybe average.
All right. My dice haven't been too terribly hot today. So these cancel. I got 1 success exactly.
I have 1 success, 1 advantage.
Okay.
6 advantages in a fucking despair. What the hell is that shit?
Duh, that's why they have the extra fun. Like,
I really wanted to see how that played out.
Yep.
It's 6 goddamn advantages. It does that.
Well, I guess since you failed, they wouldn't let you in. It was like, all right, so now I'm gonna let you walk. Here's your advantage. I'm gonna let you walk away. I'm gonna pretend you were never here. But
And as we're walking away, they say, "Hey, where'd you put that ladder, Steve? Oh, it's over there in the corner." Ah, sweet. I can get into a window.
as you're walking through, you Lucian, as you're walking through, you're looking around and you notice no open cases, or not stuff like missing from other cases that
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
aware of.
Well, because we're not on this floor anyway.
Yeah.
We're 1 floor above it, right?
Yep.
It could spill over, but yeah.
You notice as you're going through, there's a lot of cases that are completely unmarked, that are that show as property of Carno Frensu,
Carnell?
or Kanarno is the first name,
Okay.
and Frensou.
Okay.
And then as you're walking through, you notice in the section that in the section where Hisk's stuff is, you notice that there's 2 other crates of pull-out blasters.
Bump blasters?
Pull-out blasters. So basically,
they're
small concealed.
Derringers, right?
Okay.
They're like, yeah, they're like very, very
the
small,
super small.
guns. Yeah.
Yep,
That are
super
easy
small
to
concealed
conceal.
guns.
Yeah.
You notice 2 other crates of those type of guns
In his section.
in his section, from a different manufacturer, that is not based with the Empire.
So this is like some rim
Mhm.
rim worlds weapons.
Yep.
Everything. And he got him on planet. That's interesting. He maybe is a little bit more. He's not as small time as we were picturing him. I guess maybe. He's this less of a petty thief and more of a smuggler. It sounds like, or trying to be. Branching out. It's
Should
cool.
we try to get the Derringers?
Oh, why? I don't guns. Ew. Plus, look, we're 2 people, and we're not super strong. How are we going to carry them?
Okay.
Is it like pretty obvious that they would like to grab one of the Derringers from the crates, or is it like?
No,
If you want to take a gun, sure. Especially because it's designed to be concealable.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take one of the guns.
yeah, you can easily take a gun.
Okay.
They're not anything special, right?
No.
Yeah.
They're
They're
like
just-
look. Go and make a range light check, but use your intellect as your stat.
Fun.
So
Okay, so 2 yellows then?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
intellect's 2?
You could have said
what's
knowledge
your-
warfare, except for he doesn't.
My range light is 3 yellow.
then you add 1 green.
Okay,
So
3 yellow and 1 green.
2 yellow, 1 green,
Okay.
because your intellect is so you
My
have
intellect's-
3, but then your intellect is 2, so you upgrade 2 because your skill's higher.
Okay.
So and then it'll be easy, but you'll get a setback. So 1 purple, 1 black,
1 purple, 1 black. Okay.
because the warehouse isn't illuminated the best.
Okay.
He's got a success. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to-
1 success and 1 advantage.
One
Okay.
success, one advantage, yeah.
Looking at the pistols, you can tell that they are not designed for. It's not a high quality gun. It's not like a big money gun. It's a bulk item gun. If you're looking to arm a lot of people, this is what you buy versus buying like a well-made high quality weapon.
Okay. I'll just take 1 though.
Okay. All right.
So does the name Canardo Frenzy trigger anything in my memory, or?
It does not. But when you get back, you can research that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we can just carry the crate out, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. Looking when you
How much damage does that gun do? Not very
Fuck,
much.
it's like
the
5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like a 22.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was just saying it's like a Derringer,
Yeah.
right? It's except for it doesn't run out of bullets like the,
Yeah.
like a Derringer would.
It's a nice feminine gun.
It's just
It's designed to be concealed.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You put it on a like an ankle holster
Mhm.
or something.
No, see, I can use 1 of those.
you always need a backup gun and a 3rd backup gun.
Some knives, some backup guns.
You take the crate. As you pick it up, you looking inside. You can see a kind of corner of the crate is gone. So ballparking, it's probably about 4,000 of the 20,000 doses are missing.
Okay.
And we reclaimed
15,000.
16,000.
16,000.
Yeah, but I mean, from the mana, we claimed like 100 or
Yeah.
something.
Yep. So there's still about almost 4,000 doses out there.
Well, not much we can do about that right now.
Okay.
I mean, we could hunt him down and try to
We
get
could
him.
hunt him down, but let's not do
Yeah,
that
yeah, no, I don't want
right now, because if we're gonna hunt him down, that's gonna involve combat, and we should probably wait until Daniel's here, and maybe even our fourth person.
Yeah.
Okay. You take the crate, like I said, after you notice it's missing, you seal it back up, and
Especially because a named guy and his 3 partners, they're probably not minions, right? So it's gonna be like, it's probably like
you
4 actual distinct individuals, right? So no, it's not going to be an easy fight, in other words.
as you head out, you go past the 2 guards that are out front again, and they see you carrying the whole crate.
Mhm.
They're like, "Oh, that's a big checkout." Let me get your guys' names for this, just so I can tell.
Well, I'm
Yes.
going to use the same. I'm going to use the same name that I used with Judy. I'm going to say I'm
Okay.
Jake Peralta,
Okay.
and I'm going to cover for this guy too. I'm going
Okay.
to be like, and this is Boyle.
All right. Go ahead and give them a deception check.
Okay, it's same 2 reds.
Yeah, still 2 red.
All right.
This time you'll get a setback as well, because they're you do a destiny point situation.
Yeah, let's use the destiny point. See if I can not get 2 despairs here. Well, I didn't get 2 despairs, so you know. All right, so I've got that cancels that. I lose the success off this.
Okay.
So I've got I succeed with 3 advantages, a despair, and a triumph. Merry Christmas.
Okay. He takes your names and is like, okay. You see him kind of take out a data pad and I'll put them in. Once he puts them in, the data pad, you hear it go bong, and he looks down and you can see the data pad where he's not trying to hide it. But you can see it says to contact Hisk
All right.
due to quantity. And he's like, oh, hold on. I have to go make a call to Hisk.
Can I just shoot them both?
So that's the despair.
That's your despair.
So with the triumph and or the 3 advantages, can I say that that both guards are distracted enough with the bad news that we could probably either get the drop on them or cheese it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure which one we want to do.
Yep.
Well, the drop is more definitive. The cheese is probably will work, but there's a double lock. So I mean, they hit a button, they might be able to lock us in the second.
Well, but that's the point of having the triumph and or the 3 advantages, because we basically 3 advantages.
How heavy is the box? Like, I mean, how big is the box?
It's huge. It's holding 20,000 pills.
Yeah, I don't know if we can hook it with 2 boxes, and then we're definitely in trouble. If we just shoot them.
Fine. Let's fucking fight them. I'm good with that. We'll use the triumph to draw the weapons and the advantages to say that.
Take boost on your initiative rolls.
Get boost on the initiative rolls.
Okay.
Well, can the triumph be because we gotta like drop the box and get our weapons. So that's how we're gonna drop the box and get our weapons, and then boost on the initiative rolls. Let's do that. And one of them's got a fucking tablet in his hand and probably just turned his back on us. So.
Yep. I was just saying that we're holding crate with 1 hand, 2 hands, because I was like, I could shoot them.
And can I use cool on this one?
Sure.
Okay.
So what are we?
So you can use cool, because you're kind of once they said that we have to make a call, you knew something was going to happen.
I got 2.
And is 4 greens better than a yellow and 2 greens?
No.
No.
They're roughly the same, but
it's typically more dice is better.
If you think 4 greens is better than a yellow and 2 greens, I think they're roughly even. I mean, for initiative, 4 dice is better because triumphs don't matter that much. Yeah, you're right.
4 successes and an advantage.
Yeah, he's on 4.1. I'm on 2 with a triumph. Which, yay, another triumph.
Okay.
We just want to stun these guys, right? We don't want to kill them.
I mean, sure, I'm good with that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like we really need to kill these guys. They're not bad guys. It's not their fault.
So their rolls were 2 in a triumph and 3 in a triumph.
Okay.
Strange. And built with his triumph. So for their triumphs, let's see. So you got to jump on them. For one of the triumphs, he sees you kind of like once his buddy says that they has to make a call, and you see you guys react. His action, he just swats the box out of your hand. So it'll just give you an upgrade on your check as you're kind of having to reposition things. And the other guy, he hits the button for the call, and the tablet starts ringing. What do you want to use your triumph for?
I don't suppose I can say that the reception's real bad. You got no bars.
Sure. So it'll take longer to answer.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good with that.
He's distracted. He's not answering.
Okay. So player, non-player, player.
Go ahead, do what you're gonna do.
I'm just gonna shoot the guy with his stun, I guess.
Okay.
So 3 yellows and
One.
I have point blank, I think. Yes, I
that
do.
adds damage.
Okay. Does that work with stun or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I have point blank and quick draw, so I don't have to use anything for the.
So it is at engaged range because you guys are enclosed in a box.
Okay.
And then it'll be the upgrade from him knocking your stuff down and shooting at engaged range.
Right,
so
so
you have 2 reds.
2 reds.
2 reds.
Yep.
Okay. Do I get it says I get with the custom grip, I get to remove 1 black dice.
They're on a black dice.
No, so and then add 1 boost dice.
Yep.
So okay.
Yep.
All right. So this doesn't look great. Can I get this? What would that would do?
Add a green to it.
It add a green?
Yep.
Okay.
Since you have no others to change to yellow.
Yeah.
Fine.
So that's a disadvantage, right?
No, that's a
That's a
failure.
fail.
Fail. Okay, so 2 successes and an advantage.
Okay.
Laser sight gives me 1 advantage, but I don't know if that counts for
Well,
me.
what's the crit on your weapon?
My the damage is 7.
Crit.
The critical reading.
What's the critical rating?
It should be
right next to damage.
2.
Okay, so you can use your 2 advantages to crit,
Okay.
assuming that you do damage, which I'm guessing. you
And then
do.
at point
Yes.
blank, I have 1 rank of, no, 2 ranks of point blank.
Okay.
So that adds 2 more points.
So 7, 9, and then what was your
11.
successes? 11.
Plus 2 more points from the point
Okay.
blank.
Yeah, so 11.
So
Yep.
then,
That's a lot.
It is.
That's like lightsaber damage.
He is very bad, but still slightly. You just basically quick draw your gun and shoot him. He gets hit in the gut. You see him kind of bring his free hand down, and he draws his and then starts shooting in small confined spaces.
Yeah, well, I have a defensive 1, so if he's shooting me, then.
I think you'd shoot the guy who hit him.
Or if he happens to draw
Shoot
a
him
melee weapon, then it's 2.
You
I
should
just don't know how you would still move after getting stunned at the moment.
Well, I mean, he probably has more than he
Yeah.
has some soak, right?
Yeah.
So, and then his
he is so he's not a minion, so with your 2 advantages, if you wanted to crit on him, you can, because on minions it just takes them out.
so what you do is you roll percentage. I only see the
What is this? Okay.
So if you want-
So what am I doing?
roll if you want to crit. Oh yeah, 89. That's pretty good. That's gonna be good.
Compromise, increase difficulty of all skill checks by 1 till the end of the encounter.
Yeah, that's real good.
So with the So in the game, there's minions, which is like your general mooks.
Yeah, yeah.
If you do a crit on them, they just one of them falls down dead.
Okay.
If it's anybody higher than that, you roll on the
It's
critical
like their
injury chart,
PC.
Okay.
and then it affects them. So he's gonna have to add another purple to his.
His already
roll.
2 reds.
Yep. Shooting with combat toys.
Yeah.
I love this.
You're not gonna do any upgrading or anything?
Try the punch dark side.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like surprised he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't shoot his friend,
He did not shoot his friend.
but he did not really shoot anything. So that takes that. That takes that. He fails.
He failed.
So he just starts pulling trigger and
Then the other dude,
blaster.
the other dude who's the one
I
holding
wanted
the.
despair where
the
it blows up
tablet,
the
I
crate
see.
and all the bits go everywhere.
Oh god, drugs just go filtering through the air. I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
My guy dies from the drug.
Right, well, I was gonna say like 16,000 doses. Is that 16,005% chances?
They're pills.
Oh, okay. Is that like 16?
Not
That'd be
covered.
like, that'd be like
Well, we're
16,005%.
human. We won't die.
Yeah, these guys are. I don't know what race they are.
We'll say they're
Wookiees.
Well, if they were rookies, they wouldn't be shooting us. They'd be ripping our arms
Yeah.
out. and shooting us.
we'll say they're Rhodians.
Rhodians. Oh yeah, because they shot first. That
Yep.
makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
All right, Phil.
I will
We'll
attempt
possess
to chop
somebody to
one.
do that.
Okay. You chop the same one he did, or going after the other guy?
I'm going after the other guy, I think.
Okay.
And how confident do I feel in his role? Yeah, it'll be fine. Ain't no afraid.
Okay.
I should have.
Whoa, whoa.
All right, so I have failed. Otherwise a wash. So
Okay.
it's one failure.
Okay.
I missed.
So you draw your sword, and as you're kind of swinging in the enclosed space, there's body parts that get in the way of
Right, or
getting
whatever.
actual hacks in. The guy with the tablet.
Poor guy was just caught making a phone call.
Yeah, you can try and hit me with it, I suppose.
Yeah, what the fuck? That'd be really funny.
We'll try.
Is he shooty or melee?
Uh,
He's brawling.
he is running.
Oh, he's running.
He hears all his fire in this enclosed space. And he wants to get out of there.
That's rude.
Other way.
Yeah.
It's really rude because you went the wrong way.
This is hoofing it dice.
Let's see if you can get through the door. Oh, you'll get through. 2, 3, 4 fails, 5 successes.
The triumph.
The triumph of despair. I know, you
A triumph in the threat.
got the triumph of despair. Yeah, that's fun.
He has the tablet out, and like as all this blaster fire just starts going around this closed space, he's like,
And I swing a sword at him.
he grabs the door, pulls it open, and he starts running into the warehouse.
He ran into the warehouse and
Yep.
not out
No,
out the front door.
Going back into the warehouse.
Okay.
Oh, we're in the little middle space?
Yeah, we're in.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
we were.
'cause, like,
I
you-
thought the only reason I didn't say run because I thought we were in the interior
Oh,
space.
Yeah, no,
we
you
were
guys-
in between the two doors.
Well, see, I didn't realize that. I would have just. I would
We were
have
at the
just huffed
security
it.
checkpoint
I would have
again.
just huffed it at that
Yep.
point.
Yeah.
I
Well,
didn't
that's
realize-
why opera is an option. But
Well, I thought we were in the other space because I thought we were going to
Yep.
get caught in the middle space.
Yeah. Nope. Sorry. So you see him with the tablet kind of wedge the door open and slither in between, and he starts heading into the warehouse.
he's like shouting at the top of his lungs. I don't know how many other guards are in there, but probably not that many. But there might be other
Yeah.
there might be other miscellaneous.
when
criminals.
you guys were walking through, you saw there's 3 other guards in there, and then there was one other client.
Mm.
Uh,
Well, now this guy's all by himself.
Yep,
But
no,
it is the top of the order.
this is the top of the order. So this is the guy who you shot and was stunned.
Yeah. Well, not. Yeah, I'm going to shoot him again, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah. So.
Why not?
Yeah.
well, no, it's fun.
Yeah. That's
Unless he looks like he's giving up. Nope. So what is it? 2 red?
It'll just be 1 red, 1 purple. Well,
You know what we
We'll
really
do-
should
we'll
have
keep it with 2 red.
instead of doing a critical, we should have knocked him prone.
Hmm.
That way you wouldn't be upgrading right now.
Hmm.
But, oh well.
Okay, but I'm gonna upgrade.
Okay.
So I can get another green.
okay.
And then
Because if you shoot me, so help me God, we're gonna have a fight.
oh, and I get a boost dice too. So because of the testing grid. Okay.
Motherfucker, bring a gun to a knife fight.
I don't like knives.
Well, you didn't shoot me, so congratulations.
Yay.
Okay. Let's see.
But you didn't shoot anybody. That's the kind of the problem.
What the hell? So these are fails, right?
Yeah, those are fails.
So that
Takes those out.
those out. So
So you
I
have 5
failed.
advantages.
5 advantages.
5 advantages.
And a fail.
All right, so with his 5
So-
advantages, can we say that his shot went wide and hit the button that locks the door going into the warehouse?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
That's
That,
nice.
that
I
way
like
the
that.
guards can't get to us, right?
Okay.
Unless they come out the cargo door.
I was gonna say like the guy falls down and trips or something.
But
knocks himself
I
out.
feel like not letting the reinforcements come
Yeah, no, that's
is
good.
way better.
Yeah. No. You,
That way we can choose it.
Yeah.
yeah. You're able to shoot the panels,
Cool.
or shot hits the panels, and you see the sparks come, and you hear the
The trademark
the-
Star
the-
Wars
the-
sparks.
Yep. And you hear the distinct lock of the door.
Tink, tink.
Nice. Love it.
He 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 tosses his gun down and like balls up. Don't hurt me.
All right, well, let's just pick up the box and choose it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll pick up the box and go.
Okay, you pick it up.
I apologize. Sorry.
we're like sprinting for the. Well, I mean, you only stunned them, so you didn't do any
I
permanent.
know. I'm just gonna say, yeah, so sorry, man.
Might just have some twitches for a little bit, you know. Nothing bad.
Yeah.
Nothing personal. Was that
Yeah, and we'll just like get, run for the turbo lift.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You start heading over towards the turbo lift.
Carrying 16,000 doses of a drug in a box between us, and I've got like another 100 miscellaneous drug doses like stacked on my person. It's insane.
And Daniel,
As-
Daniel didn't even
Oh,
go.
Daniel didn't. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell did Daniel do?
Yeah. Oh well. Whatever.
Daniel is big and strong. He carries the box.
Forgot about him.
He's got a
This whole
4 bra,
scenario.
right?
That's what happens when you're not here. People-
Daniel's got a 4 bra. He carries the box.
Because I was gonna say, do you want to take like I don't know, some of the drugs? I take some of the drugs.
No,
and stuff.
we can. I mean, have you ever seen that many pills? We ain't carrying them outside of the box.
No, I meant like before we handed him in.
Oh no, whatever. It's fine. I've got enough to go around right now. It's fine.
Okay. With Daniel there, you
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say because I was like, if Daniel's not there, I would.
Daniel's big and strong. He's gonna carry the box.
No, I was gonna take a bunch of it to sell later.
No, it's fine. We're good.
you guys start taking it back as
If Elson carries the box, then that leaves us free to shoot things if we have to.
you start carrying the box.
And I guess I will have my gun.
Okay.
In case we have to have a running gunfight.
And then, are you guys doing straight line to quickest path to get out, or
Shit, yeah, we are, right? We're not gonna sneak around with a crate full of fucking pills. We're just gonna hoof it.
okay?
I mean, if they want to try and cut us off or whatever, then we saw what happened to the last guys that tried that, I suppose.
You guys head over and you make it just short of the turbo lift,
Okay.
where you see in front of lined up in front of the turbo lift, you see a group. You have a game for this floor. No. You see a group of probably 15 people, kind of all in the same red getup.
Do we recognize them as any of the existing gangs?
No,
Okay.
so it is a different floor. So
Right, because the Cudgels and Crimson were the only ones we knew of that were red, I
Yep.
think. Yeah.
but
And they're gone.
they're gone.
They gone.
but you see 15 basically 15 guys lined up kind of guarding the entrance.
And I
to the
assume they're
turbo
not
lift.
elite Imperial soldiers.
Nope,
No, okay.
they're not. They're
They're not the ones that wear robes.
not the Emperor's guards.
Yeah, not the Emperor
Yep.
guards. Hallelujah, we're saved. Oh man.
but you see that they've set up a line in front of the
They got
in
a
front of the turbo
shooting
lift.
line. Maybe we should cut into the alley and call for backup.
That might be a good idea.
Okay.
Maybe they'll get some shots in on us as we cut into an alley. But
Okay.
if they want to shoot us, they got to come get us. It's gonna run towards them like goobers.
All right. Go ahead and if you're gonna duck into an alley, unless you're trying to draw them into it, go ahead and do a stealth check.
No, that's crazy talk.
Hey. do
Regular
crazy
or
things.
how many?
It'll be one purple and one red. And then you guys you can get a boost since they don't. They just have a general description of you guys, not a.
Okay.
3 guys carrying a box. That's it.
Yep.
I did really bad. I have failed with 2 advantages and a triumph.
Okay.
I have 1 success and 2 advantages, I think.
So
This is it.
you successfully hide. You and Elson
Yeah.
hide. I do not. But my triumph is that you guys got away with the box, and so I no longer
Have the box.
have the box. I have heroically sacrificed myself. Apparently.
It was nice knowing you.
Yeah.
I have a couple grenades, you know.
No, it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah.
You guys got away with the box, so now we got to see what happens.
I'll call for backup.
Yay! You call for backup. They're only 1 floor up, right?
Mhm.
And they're conveniently by the turbo lift with their backs to the turbo lift.
Okay. So yeah, as you're Elson and Wyatt, you're able to get down the alley. But before Lucian does, he's spotted by the group. And
He looks suspicious.
and 6 of them kind of start heading towards where you guys went. You see them draw small arms as they're coming towards you.
They were all lined up with like blaster rifles and shit, but now they're coming with.
They just had small arms. They weren't like super imposing, but they were all lined up there, kind of checking people as before they got in the turbo lift. And here's the alley you went down. Here's the opposite side. And then here's turbo lift. So if the bulk of them still up here. Elson and Wyatt were down here, and Lucian's kind of down around the corner. Further down. Jump up how it is.
Okay.
Go ahead and do initiative.
Oh, this is a really combat heavy one. This is awesome. Vigilance? Or cool.
Cool. You cool. You kind of figured there was a fight coming.
Yeah.
You saw them.
We saw them. 2 and 1. Holy
4
shit,
successes, 2 advantages.
4 and 2. That's crazy.
What was his? 2 and 1. PC. Okay. So players get the first slot, or first 2 slots.
Feel like I should take the first one and run down the fucking alley.
Okay.
Or actually, So the turbo lift is where the big circle is.
Yeah.
And we're on the main I'm on the main drag.
Mhm.
They duck down the alley. Is the other side an alley too?
Yep.
I'll go that way.
Okay. So this kind of comes down for like a building and then another alley. So you're gonna dart the other way?
Yeah.
Separate.
Mhm.
Okay. Keep everything square. Okay. So you dart down the other way?
Yeah.
Wyatt? If you
Uh,
wanna direct Daniel on what to do, or Elson on what to do, or if you
maybe
want
tell Daniel to call for backup.
to. Okay.
So Daniel can call for backup, and then I don't know. I guess I could throw a stun grenade at him, or would that not be possible?
They're too far right now.
Okay.
From where you're at. But you hear Daniel start calling. He's like, hey, we have the drugs, we ran into trouble. We're just on floor 100 right at the turbo lift. Send some help. I'll stay on the comms in case you change locations.
Okay. I'll have a stun grenade ready.
Okay. Just see. They start coming down, and we'll just mark them down. But now, kind of since Lucian went the other way, they kind of split up in pairs in groups of 3 and kind of moved down. So right now, if you, the last player slot, if you move closer where you're visible, you'd be in range to throw it at that first group.
Okay.
If you wanted to, or if you want to stay back, or
Well, I mean, is this still the first round, or
Yeah.
is this okay?
Yep. This will be the first round.
Okay, would they be able to attack me if I moved like that, or no?
And you'd be closer. So once they got around the corner, then you'd be in their sight.
Okay.
So, because
But I mean, I guess if I stay where I'm at, will I be able to attack them next round, or no?
if they move closer,
If they move close.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna stay where I'm at,
Okay.
or find cover if there's cover.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right now, there's plenty of things you can find for cover.
Okay.
Daniel takes your advice and moves towards cover.
I didn't tell him to take cover.
You stay there.
You stay
Okay.
out in the front.
All right, I'll go back up to the player's turn, or the top of the round.
You want to go? You
Yeah,
can
go do your thing.
All right.
All I want to do is get out of the line of fire.
Okay.
So,
You want to make a stealth check?
well, no, I was telling him to go ahead and take the first action.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move and then throw a grenade at them at their range.
Okay.
If not, then I'll just hang out.
Sure.
Because I assumed that where we were standing would have been in range for the guys that were blocking the elevator, right?
These
They
guys
would have
back
been
here.
it might have been long, but it still would have been in range.
Yeah, it'd be medium range. So. Okay. You can go and throw your grenade.
Okay.
They'll take
That's range light.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. Don't get the boost. And then what is it? 2 purple, or is it?
1 purple because it's short range.
Okay.
So then,
Upgrade.
because grenades are fun.
All right. 1 red.
And bounces back at your feet.
Yep.
But you got 4 advantages. So that's fun.
Advantage.
Okay. Well, the good thing about grenades that have blast is if you have 3 advantages, you can activate blast even if you missed your target.
Okay.
But it only does blast damage versus the full damage, which
Right.
I don't
I'm
know if there's a
assuming
difference.
Grenades are.
Do you have the grenades written down?
I just have 8 damage. I didn't write that much about it
Okay.
because,
I think it's blast 6.
So I'm sure it's in that book right now.
yeah.
Last 6. Insane.
Yeah.
Slug throwers, 164.
Need grenades.
These are general area.
General area.
There you go. Stun grenade, damage 8, blast 8. So
Last 8?
Yep.
Okay. So it just does 8 damage to everyone else too, I guess.
Yep. So You throw the grenade, it goes out there and rolls around the corner and goes off. And you hear the sound of bodies hitting the floor.
3 dudes hitting the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
I love thunder. I love grenades.
Is that the one? Did he throw it across the street or the one?
No,
Okay.
closer one.
All right.
But I missed them. But
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You hit
But
it.
there's some blast.
yeah.
There's a benefit. It's like close. Only matters if we shoot your hand.
That's why I like grenades.
Okay.
All right.
Daniel takes cover.
What's a disorient 3 do?
So if you have if you had two additional advantages, you'd give them a black dice for the next 3 rounds for
Okay.
disorient 3.
Okay.
Disorient 2 would be 2 rounds.
Hmm.
And then they don't stack. Disorient doesn't stack. So if you like 2 people give disorient effect, it's still just 1 dice, but for the longest duration.
He's a thermal
So-
detonator. I want one of those.
Well, those cause big
Yeah,
problems.
we kind of with one.
Those cause big problems.
And I was like, I want a thermal detonator. Just 20.
Yeah, but it's not. It's like a block of
C4.
explosives.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh.
something you can throw.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Okay. After they drop to the ground, they come forward.
They're shooting at me because they
Mm,
could probably just assume that I threw that grenade. They wouldn't know, especially because it missed. Like it probably like
Yeah.
ricocheted off a wall and.
Trash can, mailbox.
That one, yeah. Should be short, and I'm assuming you take cover.
Yeah, and I've got
You
a.
got 1 defense.
I got 1 defense,
Okay.
and I have dodge. It's have to be attack, right? Or did we decide we were going to
No.
do that before?
Dodges when they're attacking you.
Yeah.
Because it affects the dice pool. The sidestep or whatever the other one is, the one that we were debating.
When targeted,
Right,
dodge,
okay, yeah, yeah.
it says you can add strain to upgrade the difficulty.
Yeah, so I will do that.
Okay. So you have a red.
Yeah,
And
in
then- so they
addition
only
to
have-
my 1 defense.
So we only have 1 red. So if you do want to upgrade it, give them a purple as well.
Can you like upgrade it multiple times?
If you have multiple ranks of dodge. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think I only have 1 rank of dodge. Let me make sure.
If you get another class and one has dodge 1 and
I do have an
one has
improved
dodge,
dodge,
like a
so if I'm
cumulative,
still standing, I'll be able to make the
can you
new.
do that as cumulative if you have 2 different classes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it's a ranked talent, so if it has like the little boxes in the
Mhm.
corner, you can activate multiple. They continue to stack. So like say he had 3 ranks of dodge, he takes 3
I
strain.
actually have
He'd
2
give
ranks
3
of dodge.
upgrades.
Okay.
Yeah, I have 2 ranks. of
But I was
dodge.
just wondering if you had it among like multiple classes.
Yeah, it
okay.
continues to add.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have 2 ranks. of dodge.
Okay, so we can do that. Add another purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine. Hey, look at the spare.
Look at despair. There's a whole bunch of advantages. So he misses with an advantage and a despair. Are they?
So not a whole bunch of advantages, just an advantage.
Yep.
Well, can't say they shot their buddies, so
Nope.
they don't have buddies,
They don't have nobody.
and they're not engaged anyway. So
They start shooting down the alley, and because you had time to kind of hide, one of their shots hits a crossbeam or like a stairwell on it that kind of tumbles down and now impeding their path to get to you.
okay.
So they'll have to kind of basically difficult terrain or do 2 moves to
Well,
get
if I
to
was gonna go fight them, then that impedes me too.
All right, well, we can change that.
I mean, I do have my gun out, right?
Right.
So it's like, but now if that gives them cover, then
Well, we can just say that they were completely even after all their shooting, they were unable to find you. So you have you have an
they
advantage.
were shooting at like a shadow or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, all right, we know he's down here.
Right.
They were just randomly shooting.
Yep.
Predator style.
Say, was it that's the benefit of having guns that have unlimited ammo. I don't care if I shoot 50 shots. So you can get an upgrade on your attack of them.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pop out of where I'm hiding.
Okay.
hopefully it's like a supply crate, so I can pop out and say supplies.
Surprise.
Uh,
And then you, if you had improved dodge, which I think we
I do. So that could maneuver me into.
already engaged.
No, I can draw my sword,
Okay.
right? Because you can draw a sword of maneuver.
Uh-huh.
Because I wasn't gonna shoot, but then I'm like, but why?
Nah.
But why?
It's always more fun to chop people to pieces.
Because I'm already at short range. So what am I gonna do with that maneuver? You know, like aim. I guess I could aim,
You can aim.
but I could already aim. So well, you can't really aim twice, right?
You can.
Huh? Can you?
Yep.
Oh, well then I'll shoot him and aim twice. Why not?
What does true aim do?
We'll see what this shooting's all about here.
If you take the aim action, you get a upgrade.
You get an upgrade.
So
in
you get to
addition
change
to
the green to a yellow.
Oh, okay.
So on yours, how you have 3 yellow. If you have true aim and you aim, then you would add a green.
Could I combine that with the where I already get in a boost dice or an advantage kind of thing, or is it?
Yeah.
No, because they're separate.
Okay.
So, but then like later on, if you like you're saying, if you buy another tree that has true aim, and then you aim, you get if you have 2 ranks, then instead of adding 1 green, you add a whole yellow.
Okay.
So
Sounds nice.
and it doesn't require strain like most of the things that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's official. Shooting sucks. I have
You're nailing everything else. You
4
just haven't-
advantages.
You're nailing everything else. You just can't shoot anything. And all I can do is hit people apparently.
Okay.
4 advantages, so
The thing falls down and repeats.
I mean, I just say I pop out and so I'm not gonna say that I'm still hidden, but
You say you're still hidden.
okay, that's cool.
I couldn't see where.
They still have no idea. Yeah,
Yep.
they're way. These guys are like the
Dumb.
mookiest of mooks. Man. This is what they get for trying to slap together a posse at the last moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like they're a rabble.
Is Daniel gonna go, or is we're gonna?
He's calling for
or is he
reinforcements.
He's,
Yeah.
he's gone.
He's cowering.
He's on the phone.
He's on the phone
I'm busy, guys.
and carrying a box. He's got like a box like this. And, that's right. Showing off his massive guns and not the one he shoots people with.
Yep. It starts moving down from the.
They're like,
portal.
oh man, you guys are slightly less crappy. Hopefully, go.
And
Shooting's for the birds, man.
I love it.
I mean, what's funny is I actually roll the same number of dice whether I'm shooting or hand-to-handing, and I actually had a better chance. But I'm rusty apparently.
Okay.
Haven't been hit in target practice.
Daniel keeps calling. Your NPCs are done. Back to the player turn.
Do you think?
I'm gonna shoot, I guess, with my gun.
Okay. So where you are, you're able to shoot the group that's after Phil.
Yeah, I'm gonna
In
shoot
the back.
shoot
Shoot
those
him in the
guys.
back.
Shoot him in the back.
Okay, I get boost, and then
Since it's at medium range, it'll be 2 purple.
2 purple. Okay, and then
You could aim since you don't have to.
yeah, no aim.
You can aim.
Is that
That adds a boost.
adds a boost? Okay. Is there any strain?
Can't believe with all those freaking dice, there's only.
Does that add strain
4
to
total
aim?
boost.
No.
No. If
Good.
you double, you can double aim. So you can take 2 strain to aim to steady your aim further, which will give you another boost. But two boost dice from aiming is the most you can get.
Oh, okay.
But the ones currently you have
Good
1 from
dice.
aiming and 1 from your gun.
Okay.
If
Yeah.
you want to take 2 strain, you could add another boost dice.
Yeah,
I
you're
don't think I
fine.
need it. Yeah, I don't think I need it.
Especially
Maybe I
for
do.
shooting people in the back, you coward.
Okay. So
Weak
this
success.
cancels each other. This turns this to this.
Yeah, so get
So
rid of it.
so it gets rid of that.
So you've got a success, 2 advantages.
So it's that success with
So-
2 advantages, but it's actually 3 because I have the laser sight. So
Okay.
So you can, well, you can't really quit these guys, but
They're minions.
oh, okay.
so that's
So-
7 plus 3 damage.
There's 7 plus 1
Plus
and
1.
then a crit.
7 plus 1 plus 2 crit.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, so you can use 2 advantages to create 2 crit, or is that how that works?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So the crit number is how many advantages you need to crit.
Okay. All right.
So like very deadly weapons will have 2. There's
Uh-huh.
stuff you can do to make your thing have 1, but that's super crazy.
Yeah.
Most
Yeah, and for some
guns
reason
have
his gun
3.
does say it's 2.
Mhm.
So it's like it's brutal. Apparently.
Yeah, is it? Yeah,
Well, it's a brutal heavy pack
Yep.
blaster.
but like boxing, like punching people is 5 advantages to
yeah.
crit.
Oh, I
'Cause
see.
It's not very. It's not
Yeah.
nowhere near as deadly.
Right, and your basic weapons like my blaster is
It's like
3.
3.
Right?
Yep. So, you shoot the people in the back, and so you said 8 and a crit.
Yeah, 8 and a crit.
2 of them drop. There's one still standing, but not looking well.
Okay.
Other player.
Well, I guess I'll shoot him again. Whatever.
I'm sorry. Just stab him. He's
Yeah, man.
just go up and breathe on him or
No, that's
something.
fine. Because then, if I don't kill them and you shoot, you have a chance to shoot them.
Have I ever shot anybody
Well, I'm not.
that I
taking
didn't mean to
that-
shoot?
I'm not taking that chance.
Well, there's always the term. yet
Hey,
on there.
succeed. Okay, so 6 damage with a lot of advantages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 advantages.
Okay. He goes down. You want to use your advantages on? You use it for a maneuver. You use 2 to do another maneuver.
I'll
if you
take some
want.
strain back
Okay.
because I've taken strain.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so we've got another group of what, 6 coming or 3?
Another group of 3.
It's like shooting fish in a barrel right now.
Fish in a barrel.
Where's our backup?
I guess we could have just kept charging them. Like,
Well, I mean, this is easier. They keep coming at us in small groups
just
like
kept,
idiots.
just kept running like Sir Lancelot.
I mean, how many of those guys are
Yeah.
going to fall before they realize this is a bad idea?
You hear from around the corner. I'm doing myself. You hear from around the corner. Just give us the box, and we won't have to. We won't have to kill you. We got reinforcements already on the way. You're gonna be surrounded soon.
How about you leave and you won't have to kill you? Is what I say back. Can I do an intimidate?
You can try.
Coercion.
Was that coercion?
Yeah.
That was not very good, but what the hell?
Yep.
What is that?
Yeah, you're basically pulling the Dr. Evil. How about no?
Here's my counter offer. You surrender to me. Oh wait, you're surrendering to me? No. It is going to be 2 red and 1 purple
Okay.
and 1 setback.
One second. Okay.
Right, because we're technically still outnumbered.
I love this.
Yeah, there's still technically 9 of them and 3 of us, but
I think I failed. Yeah, I failed. Hey, with
Yes, you
advantage.
failed.
I failed.
That's what it looks like it.
I failed with 2 advantages.
You can get some strain back for your bravado if you took some, I guess. You can get a strain. If you've taken any strain, you can get 1 back for your bravado. But that's about it.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess I'll get the string back.
NPC. Daniel stays on the
How
phone.
far is it around this building, by the way?
What's that?
How far is it around this building? Like, if I wanted to run around and flank them, how far is that?
It'd be medium. So medium move, a short move, and then another medium.
So it'd probably take me 3 turns to get
Yeah.
there. Unless I want 2 turns if I wanted to blow an extra maneuver.
Yep.
On 2 separate turns.
Yep.
That doesn't seem worth it.
No, it doesn't. But you
Especially
can,
they just keep on conveniently coming to us, right?
yeah, and the reinforcements should be
I was
here.
saying, we have reinforcements coming too, and our reinforcements are better than reinforcements.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I guess it just depends on who's
It's
come
gonna
first.
be like ISB agents, it's gonna be full on stormtroopers coming out of that elevator, shooting them in the back. And unlike in the movies, stormtroopers are actually kind of badass.
Yeah, I never understood that how they could all
Well,
be so
it's
terrible
because
shots.
obviously Vader said, "Don't you be killing my kids, or I'll fuck you up."
It's plot armor.
Plot armor, yeah.
That takes that.
They don't know that Vader's their dad, but Vader knows they're his kids, right? So he's not gonna go letting the stormtroopers shoot him.
You hear or Wyatt, you hear blaster fire behind you as you hear Elson kind of call out as he just got shot, but apparently it was fine, so he just didn't get shot very hard.
Like a piece of paper.
Like, what the hell?
Somebody threw a piece of paper on me.
So they also had Lucen's idea, but 2 turns earlier
Right. That's fun.
to go around. So
And yeah, none of us can actually see the mob over there, so we don't know how many of them are still behind the boxes.
but you see 3 back here at the alleyway.
Okay.
So
This guy's gone though, and so they're still coming down here.
What kind of guns did these goobers drop?
These are blaster pistols.
Oh, poop.
Yep.
I keep on meaning to upgrade to a heavy blaster pistol, and I keep forgetting.
Okay.
Need a requisition one.
Back to player's turn.
I mean, why don't you go help out Elson, and then I'll take care of the 3 that
Sounds good.
moved up here.
Okay.
Do I have to maneuver or?
Nope, you can just turn around.
Okay. Right?
They're
shoot.
medium.
Shoot the guys, I guess.
They're medium.
Yeah.
So, 1 boost dice,
2 purples.
2 purples. These are disadvantages, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, that would take care of turn this into just a success. Cancel all that out. So now we're at 4 successes and an advantage. But 2 advantages because I get an
Those
extra one.
sneaky fucks stood no chance.
This is ridiculous.
Those sneaky fucks stood no chance.
Okay.
4 successes, 2 advantages.
And what's hilarious about this
you're-
is that he doesn't even have a 4 agility. He just has a 4 in rank and range light or some shit because he's rolling 4 dice.
Well, no, it's because I have the custom. It's just the blaster
It
pistol.
adds an upgrade.
That's an
So-
upgrade.
You quickly turn around and let loose a hail of fire as the bodies drop to the floor.
I want to get another dedication so I can roll 4 of these puppies.
Okay.
That'd be the only reason. All right.
Lucen, are you attacking the people in the alley?
Can I say to Daniel, it's just like,
Yeah.
God, you have such a what's the problem? You're always getting hit.
Are
You
they
suck.
medium?
What's that?
Are they medium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you're shooting.
Yeah, I'm shooting. Oh. Looks like I get a shitload of advantages again. We'll crank that down to 1 advantage.
So you failed?
I failed, but I have 5 advantages, 6 advantages.
All right.
This is where grenades come in handy. You just carry around grenades.
Look, man, I don't even want to shoot this guy.
That's why I use a grenade.
What do you want to use your advantages for?
Well, I
You
don't
need
need to gain any more
strain.
strain. I'll
you
say
can
that I freaked them out because they maybe they didn't realize I was over here,
Okay.
and they just figured that this guy's got like mad shooting skills, which he does.
Yep.
So they will take some with 6. Can we do upgrade?
Sure.
Cool. Because that's a lot.
Yep.
6 is a lot.
6 is alive.
So would you use it to
They're gonna
disadvantage them?
they'll get no upgrade. That's better.
Oh, okay.
Go change door red.
Oh, I
Whatever
see.
they do.
You're freaking them out by shooting them, almost shooting them.
I drew like a a perfect like outline of their bodies, and they thought it was on purpose, so they're completely freaked out.
Like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, or like more like Police Academy.
Please.
Yeah.
You. All right, well, actually, with your 6 advantages, they are freaked out and they're ready to say "F this nonsense."
They just keep walking.
They go back to their buddies with the turbo lift.
Oh, okay. They're like, well, nope. That's like a kill zone.
Nope. If you want to, they can come to us. After they get back there, since you guys can see, you see the turbo lift come down, and you see
The ISB troopers start spilling out.
But basically behind him as the door opens, all the bad guys kind of like turn around in surprise and just get mowed down with
yeah.
a hail of fire.
Yeah, it's in a hail of heavy blaster fire.
This is like a comedy.
I'm sure even like one of them probably had like a tripod.
There's no such thing as overkill.
That's right. It's just like the boxes they were cowering behind are going to.
What? You can't be in cover? There is no cover. Okay. They mow down the people. They mow down the people.
Were any of them HISC or?
No.
Okay.
They were not.
Just some random guys that were hired there.
They're hard muscle.
All right. Well, Elson will bring the box. Over. Thanks for the. Who is the leader of these guys? Anyone we know?
No.
Okay.
They're all in armor, so you can't really see them.
But rank insignias.
Yep, you can see rank insignias. You can see the mark in the armor.
Cool.
Well,
thanks for the backup, guys. We appreciate it.
No problem. Good thing we got here quickly. Looks like there's quite a bit of them.
There were.
Unfortunately, half of them look like they're already laying on the ground. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But you know what they say. You can never have too much force.
I appreciate it. We would have messed up my hair that was here any longer.
All right, well, let's go back to the unit and turn that in. They escort you the rest of the way, going back to 9-9. You're able to turn in what you got to the ISB officers.
So yeah, we tell them they're still at least,
Officer Angor is like, thank you for getting this. I'm sure this will help immensely for the potential fatalities on the floor.
Yeah, you figure 5% of those people die. That's a pretty significant.
Well, there's 4,000 doses. How many is that? 200 people?
Yeah.
200 aliens?
Yep. So, I mean, less if it's taken by humans. But
right. Because this is still an imperial planet, so there's going to be more humans than aliens. Probably.
Yep. So, but we'll take this back and we'll make sure it's disposed of properly for the Bad Batch as we're continuing to work on the modifications to the product we want to distribute.
Okay.
As part of the research, have they figured out an antidote by chance? Have they gotten that far in the research?
Not yet.
That's one thing we know that there are people down here that have taken it on 4-100 that have taken it. So
once we find out, we will definitely let you know. We haven't found it yet, but trying to purge it from the system seems to, like most drugs, seems to greatly increase the chance of survival. But if they don't know to do that,
assuming it hasn't metabolized already, right? Like once it gets like the bloodstream and stuff, no amount of barfing is gonna get it out of there, right? So,
all right. Well, we thank you for this. We will. I'll inform you when we're ready for you for your next assignment. In the meantime, I know you were asked to receive training for your next assignment. If you, in the next 2 weeks, we'll have you come down to, or come up to our facilities as we prepare you for your new roles. They might not start when your training's done, but at least that way you'll be trained and ready to go.
Right, because nothing will happen until they.
Well, I didn't know. Did we decide we're going to do it? Because Daniel wasn't necessarily.
Well, you two agreed. Daniel was on the edge.
Yeah.
So,
what would we do if he doesn't want to do it? Because then,
we'll work something out.
Okay.
So, as the training, you can pick a specialization to add to yours to gain for free.
Oh, okay. Oh, you mean like what would that be?
So like smuggler or not smuggler, but like how you're a marshal. Like there's like an entrepreneur. Yep.
Yeah,
another talent free.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Because I was been looking at thief. That was the one I was looking at, but I don't know if that would be considered a part of the thing.
So ideally you'd want to pick one that you would view as helpful for taking on your role of
So what I
Be-
really
being
am
a
interested
drug
in
kingpin.
is learning about the efforts to reverse the effects of arguing. That's
Okay.
what I'm interested in. So
Well, I
that's what I
mean-
want to spend my time doing. And then I got to figure out what tree is actually
Mhm.
good for that. It's got to be a medicine one
Well,
because
what would a drug dealer?
scientist is poop. Scientist
Scientist.
is dog shit.
Yep.
And I don't need another dog shit tree on top of my already dog shit tree. So
Well, because the thief was, I was looking at scoundrel, but if the other girl was going to be scoundrel, I didn't really want to do that. So then I was looking at thief, and I didn't know if that would be considered possible.
So let me just, and then you also get 20 experience.
Okay.
which I guess could be spent on the new tree.
Yeah, you can spend the 20 experience on the new tree since the tree's
Is
given
that
for
what I
free.
would want to do, or do what I want to just